Okay guys, I've been enjoying myself too much in Colatra, so it's about time I actually got my finger out and started doing some work. I've had this little project planned for a little while and keep putting off because either it's too bouncy or I've got something else to do, or I can always find a million reasons why not. But I've decided now is the time. I'm going to get on with find out what's wrong with this booster motor for my water pump. Otherwise, I might start running out of fresh water soon. So let's go on with it. See where we're going. I think one of the reasons why I've been putting it off so long is basically because I've got to get the place in a mess before it gets better. I've got to take the front off the engine compartment and get into here. So it's not that difficult. It's just that the place ends up with everything all over the place until I've got it done. So this is a wee boy here. I'm going to have to pull out the pipes off and see just why I'm not getting any water through it. Now, first things first, turn off the seacock. Now there is going to be water come out of this because it's below the water level outside, so this is going to be boring. It's just basically undo this clip, pull the pipes off. Now I don't think you want to see that, so I'll do that off camera. The two pipes disconnected. It's just a case of now removing the four retainer screws. Nothing really to it. I'm going to try and pull the front off of this. I don't know. Never done this before, so this is going to be fun. Tight. Right. And that's the end off. Oh, just as I thought. They had used it. They've had salt in it. Look, it's all jammed up with salt crystals. Why don't they tell the truth when they sell these things?
Yeah.
Yes, I tried it, but I never used it since. So that's all got to be cleared out.
Yeah.
Just to check that it hasn't actually destroyed the motor itself.
Yeah, burned it out like, huh?
If that spins, then there's not a big problem. And it spins.
Okay.
So the motor itself's alright, it's just a case of the impeller itself has been jammed up. And the way that this works is if there's friction, it just doesn't turn. It saves it from damaging the motor. So, oh, you can see it in here. It's totally full. Okay, so that's now clean off job. Which was enough just to hold the impeller from turning. They're not an awfully strong motor to start with, and the fact that they're on a friction drive or a magnetic drive makes it even worse. It just drops the drive off rather than trying to turn the impeller. If the impeller itself had have turned, it would have probably cleaned itself. But well. This is why it's always very important after you've used your water maker to rinse it with fresh water, because what happens here can also happen in the high pressure pump, and that's a lot more work. Okay. This must be. Right. There's a little rubber in here, so you have to be careful how you put it back together. That should be it. Back in, so it's mounted on the bottom. the hose is connected both sides. Just turn on watercock, stopcock, and that should be it ready. Turn on the boost pump and let's see what happens. Whoa, look at that. Water should be flowing into my filters. And then into the fine filter before it goes anywhere near the water pump.
And then it goes in my tank, does it?
Eventually.
Eventually.
You can see that's the secondary pump is now, the secondary filter is now filling up. Getting the pump going, so that's all finished now and working. But I don't want the same problem again, so I've actually got a hose rigged up where I can feed fresh water in there, which comes through my charcoal filter, so there's no chlorine or anything, because chlorine can destroy your membrane. So don't just use normal water, just don't expect it from the tap it's going to be clean. So I'm going to now put fresh water into this pipe, turn over that valve and leave fresh water in the pump, so that I'm not going to get any more problems with salt crystals.